guys, Leah Michelle. It's March 21st, 2017.
So the Voice of Europe on Twitter shared this today, and it blew my mind. In the Netherlands, okay, this Turkish guy gets pulled over, and he's so upset about the camera that he starts flipping out. And these giant Netherlands police officers, I don't know what they call them there, they're so calm, and they're just like, dude, we gotta arrest this guy. The way that they do this whole thing, I'm just like, just watch.
Oké, ik had mijn god, omdat ik dat nog niet aan. Hebben ze me niet aangehouden? Je kan naar je werk krijgen. Ik hoef niet te denken.
These are not English subtitles, so we can't read you anything.
Wat is het, meneer? Ik had mijn god niet aan. Opvrotten met de camera! Opvrotten met de camera!
Turn the camera off!
Jullie spelen met mijn privé! Opvrotten met de camera!
Wait a minute.
Doe het rustig.
It's a tiny little fella, isn't he?
Rustig. Camera weg! Wat doe je? Ik doe jullie niks! Ik doe jullie niks aan! Ik doe jullie niks aan!
Dus even rustig. Luister eens even. Dus even rustig. Dus even.
Ik heb niks gedaan, jullie moeten blijven. Ik heb niks gedaan, jullie moeten blijven. Auw!
Hand eruit. Rustig, joh. Rustig.
Notice how calm the police officer is.
Another guy comes up.
Ja,
Kind of like, it's okay, little fella. You're just
hey, luister,
insane.
je bent aangehouden, je gaat even mee naar bureau.
Calm down.
Want dit soort gedrag, dat is niet wenselijk. Ga even zitten.
Ik heb niks gedaan, jullie behandelen mij als een crimineel, hè? Dit vergeet ik niet, flikker! Oh man! Flikker! Sla maar!
Rustig, joh.
Sla maar! Dat is nou de politie! Flikker!
Zet hem maar vast.
We're bringing it back up. You just need to breathe, buddy. Calm down.
Ik kan niet allemaal door de knieën. Kom jij bij me zitten, ik vertrouw deze donkere jongen niet. Help me alsjeblieft, ik vertrouw hem niet.
Oké, dan zou je even mee moeten doen?
Ja, help me alsjeblieft, ik vertrouw hem niet. Ik ben niet naar iemand die twee dan dat deze donkere jongen, help me alsjeblieft. Hij doet mij pijn, jongen!
I can't have my face on camera! Let me clear your wall!
Jij bent flikker, hè?
And your brother and your mother!
Ik vergeet dit niet.
I will get your children and your wife! We have a lot of people from the Netherlands who watch. You probably know exactly what they say.
Oh yeah, sorry if we were speaking over you. We're just assuming nobody knows what they're saying.
There are people who are watching it. Okay, so while we're at the crazed turkey man, I thought we would take a gander over here to the fact that 6,000 immigrants were rescued
Oh,
from
lovely.
the Mediterranean in just the last few days. More than 6,000 migrants have been rescued on the central Mediterranean route from Libya to Italy in the last few days, as greater numbers take to the sea in warmer weather. So some fun.
What are they on? It's like a giant mattress with a sheet.
blow-up
I'm
thing.
kidding. It's just what it looks like. I mean, what in the world?
Some 500 migrants, it's a big deal, have drowned this year, including 22 deaths reported by the Libyan Coast Guard, as more than 20,000, Sydney. We're not going to send you back to anywhere else. You just calm down. More than 20,000 people arrived in Europe, mainly to Italy. We have yet to complete March, and we are already racing at a pace of arrivals that has exceeded anything we've seen before in the Mediterranean.
Because they know that the kind-heartedness of man is not going to allow them to just drown out there in the sea.
Right.
Italian
I
Coast
know what the
Guard threw
commenters are going,
lifelines
let
to
them drown.
migrants stranded after their vessels began to sink. These are some of an estimated 11,000 people to have been rescued in the Mediterranean in the last 2 days. They saved more than 4,650 migrants on Tuesday off the coast of Libya. 29 people were reported to have suffocated in the hold of one overloaded fishing boat. 3 further bodies were recovered from a wooden vessel intercepted by the Italian Navy. The deaths bring the
there
total
is a
who perished
child
on
there.
Monday and Tuesday
Why
to
would you
50.
take your child out into the
Italian
ocean?
officials say 3 women saved on Monday gave birth on board a Coast Guard vessel that was bringing around 1,000 refugees to Sicily. The women and their newborns are reported to be in good health.
So you got
Coast
women and
Guard
children.
officials say rescue operations are continuing on Wednesday, but less intense than the previous 2 days. 142,000 migrants have arrived in Italy since the start of 2016.
Dear God.
I mean, to that credit, there did seem to be a fair amount of women and children.
Dude, no, you just don't.
Hang on, I'm just saying.
I don't care. I
don't think you should ever take your kids to the sea like that, not knowing if your boat's is gonna.
Where are they coming from, and how did they get on 1,000 people on this ferry? Where are they coming from? You know, it's like the migrant crisis is set to intensify as the weather in the Mediterranean improves. The French have closed 6 motorway service stations on the approaches to Calais to prevent them from being used by migrants trying to sneak aboard the UK lorries. So, as we're studying these young people, young men mostly, coming into Italy, I don't think the Italians are very happy. I don't know if you guys have seen there's one video that really rocked my heart.
Venice is already sinking. It can't handle another boatload of people.
Where there was an Italian guy who owned a hotel, right? And all of a sudden, all these police showed up with all these migrants, and they were like, they said, you have to house them here. He's like, what do you mean I have to house them here? You have to house them here. And this Italian man, this is my hotel, or my little motel. You know?
Are we in a time of war? No. Then this is private property.
So,
step back.
People
step back.
In Italy, we haven't really covered them very much, but there is a party, an anti-immigrant party, an anti-EU party, and is the EU set for another political earthquake? Eurosceptics in poll lead ahead of Renzi's party. Anti-Brussels politicians stormed into the lead in Italy's polls today as the center-left continues to fall apart without former Prime Minister Matteo Renzi. Maddie. I don't know. All right.
A little bit creative, a little bit idiosyncratic.
I've seen this one.
She'll tell you the interview. Will you not?
I hope you've seen it. You're showing it to them. I've seen this one. That's my line.
Sono Katia della BBC. Piacere.
I'm with the BBC. Nice to meet you. I'm super passionate. I've got no voice. I'm a comedian. You have to understand that my brain doesn't work like a politician. I think about something the next day I say something else. It's a very beautiful word, populism. I'm proud to be a populist. We need to say no. No. He was a part of society in Italy and the world which has nothing. We are changing it. This is what the establishment is. Of joy, humor, of irony. Will you win the next election? Yes.
Now kiss me.
Vedo che proprio non ce la fa. Mi baci, kiss me. See you later.
See you later. Really
no, some fella come ask me to kiss him. It ain't gonna happen.
The line that we've got.
No, I don't care what country you're in.
Okay, so the anti-establishment, they're called the 5-Star Movement. It's led by this comedian, Beppe Grillo, received a boost in their support after Mr. Renzi quit as PM following a failed referendum on constitution reform last year. Now a general election is believed to be held this June instead of March 2018.
That's a pretty big deal.
When Mr. Renzi's 5-year term would have originally been up. And the 5-Star, who have promised a referendum on the membership of the Eurozone, plan on benefiting from the split in the ruling Democratic Party, the PD, and the division in the center-right. I've seen this guy in action. He's a character. The Ipsos poll in the Corriere della Sera newspaper put the party on 32.3%, its highest ever reading, and 5.5% against the PD. The third largest party was the anti-immigrant Northern League on about 13%. And but Italy is still trying to draw up a new electoral law based on some form of proportional representation that would reward a stable majority to any group that wins at least 40% of the votes. And so we've talked so much about the crisis happening in France and in England, in the UK in general, but the migrants are coming in through, Italy just flooding. I think the numbers were about 150,000 through Italy and Spain there. For every one female, there's 1,000 males coming through. They're violent. So it's a pretty hard thing, I think, for Italians to stomach.
What in the world is over
I'm
here?
sorry.
Where did you even find these articles? I'm gonna beat my own television.
The Express UK, you guys, you have like nasty porn on your website.
What is with? I got a bone to pick with all y'all Europeans. I am sorry. America's got porn problems, but you guys just have it out blatant everywhere. Okay, I'm sorry. That was venting. Sorry. Curse like sailors, and you have crude, but I love you, and I respect you, and that all that. Love you.
Our software, the other software would work to do that, but you can't.
I don't know how to do it. We're not computer people. You know, we're trying to do something. We want to go live with you guys at some point. We're gonna do that. We have somebody else that's trying to help us do kind of like a call-in.
We might be able to do a YouTube YouTube live.
Yeah, we're gonna start with that for sure.
And maybe do some interviews with some of you who have some awesome things to say. So
my point is, we're not computer techies. You get what you get, and I'm sorry. And
sometimes we don't get to bleep out the cuss words or things like that. So
all right, hide the porn.
Italiano.
Okay.
Italiano.
All right, you guys. This is Leon Michelle signing off for Resistance Chicks. Where it's not a conspiracy theory, it's the truth. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe to Mass Victory and Resistance Chicks. Ring the bell for notifications so you get an email every time we put out a new video. And find us on Facebook and Twitter.
Travel, we go around the world. I don't know.
No,
stop it!
You did so good. I'm sorry. It just gets it at the end.
You did so good. You did good.
I tried.
You did it better.
And then I failed.
We have a good friend. Her whole family is really Italian, like for real.
Yeah, but she has a New York accent. So okay, all right, you guys. We love you. Goodbye.
I was cold all alone, no place for home every day, so afraid, but you called my name.